Alright, we're back home in the Staples Center, coming off of a terrible loss against the Milwaukee Bucks, where we basically did not shoot well at all as a team all around. We let Giannis and the whole Bucks team have their way with us. So, coming down to the stretch, got 4 games left here in the regular season to the playoffs. I think we're 2 games back on the Trailblazers.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip.
2.5 back
Steve,
on
above the rim play always
the
is
Pelicans
captivating
here.
to watch. We should see some of that tonight.
So,
yes, Kevin, a lot of watch ahead because these
win
guys can fly. I'm glad I'm watching and
these
not
last
trying
4
to slow
games.
these guys down.
6 to shoot.
Come on, Jackson.
There's Jackson with the 3.
What a terrible first
The
possession.
shot, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Where is
they were
Ibaka?
able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion,
Go
throughout this
George.
entire game.
You get in my corner. Is that Zion on me?
George against McConnell. And
Oh,
George,
hey, let's
here we
go.
go.
And with
Easy
those long
baskets.
strides,
What we
it
need.
takes Paul George no time to
Alright,
get to the rim.
McConnell.
And so it's
You
McConnell
got me on
with
that
it.
first
He'll bring it
possession,
up to
not
the
gonna lie.
Pelicans.
That's it.
Leonard against Ingram. Williamson with the screen
Room
for
for
Ingram.
3.
The Pelicans get another chance here. Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas.
No.
Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Valanciunas.
Drawing attention from the
Forgot the guy.
defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
On the wing, MP.
Green light.
It's
Thank you
good
very
from long
much.
range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey,
Oh,
Kevin, I
my
was able
Lord.
to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Even early in his career, Zion
Go.
Williamson presents problems for defenses. Even
Terrible
after
pass.
they
Never
force
mind.
the
Just
missed
kidding.
shot. Coach said Zion is a bull in a china shop when it comes
Come
to
on, George. You
offensive
had me in the
boards.
corner.
We need to get bodies on him whenever there is a missed shot, or he'll eat us alive. Kevin, that means 5 guys have to pay attention to
Nope.
Zion at all times. Back to you.
Thank you, David. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Leonard on the wing. Back to MP. Here's Hartenstein.
Let's go.
Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Oh, hello?
McConnell
Turned on
against
the
MP.
Jets real quick.
Valanciunas with a screen on Jackson. He takes it in.
No way he got that pass
Kicks
through.
it out to Williamson. Here's Alexander Walker. Pelicans keep it alive. Williamson right side.
Why can't we get the rebound?
Pass to Alexander Walker.
What are we doing? Come on.
Teardrop
Wow.
shot. And he'll shoot
We
free
bail
throws
him
here.
out.
Clearly.
Are you kidding me?
Both good from
All
the
right.
line that time.
7-6 game.
Here's MP.
That's not
He's
who I
coming
wanted
off
to
a
pass it
13-point
to.
game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer
George all the
and
way.
a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Bro,
Great positioning on the
Hartenstein.
putback.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor
Why don't
on this
Serge
guy.
do
There
that?
is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
Weak screen by
The pass to
Valanciunas.
McConnell. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Jackson. Valanciunas with a screen on Jackson. From the line.
Way.
Shots good by Alexander Walker.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive
Nice
rotation,
cut.
but it's worth it.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence. And Kawhi, one of the top players in the league. The question for many is if he's in the top 3 or not.
I don't know, GA. I think it's pretty hard to name more than 3 players who are definitively better than Kawhi.
Ingram all the
I'll
way.
say this,
Nope,
he's
can't
an
finish.
elite talent. Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Come on, Kawhi. All the way. Too easy.
Jam by Leonard.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. That first time out of the game.
Go. 13-8 lead here early.
Teams in the postseason.
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain. And you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable. And when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Hartenstein. Marcus Morris comes in for George. Mann's checked in for Leonard. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Jackson. A nice
Another
shot
one
by MP.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Temple kicks to
2
Hernan
for 2
Gomez.
from
It's a
3
nice
to
passing
start.
here by New Orleans. To the left side wing. Passes it to Ingram. Here's Temple.
Whoa, whoa.
And here is Hernan Gomez. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Bring him against MP. Pass to Mann.
That's not. Okay.
Kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Zubac.
Oh, easy. Come on.
And a great assist
dunked
by
it, but
Bledsoe as that
we'll
one
take
goes in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
I don't know how we got that switch
And so
off.
Graham will bring it up for New Orleans. Trailing here by 8. Over MP.
Are you kidding me?
And that'll be 2 free throws.
Number 29, Raptors first personal, second team.
He has no hesitation letting it fly.
I mean, he's a solid three-point shooter who believes he can make any shot. About
Bledsoe.
2/3 of his shots all
Man.
come from outside, so you know
This guy for
exactly
me.
what you're getting with him.
Jones checked in for Ingram.
Morris.
It's
Morris.
deflected. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball
Was
here.
trying to call for the ball.
Club ain't got nothing on you, MP.
And so it's New
Why are
Orleans
you
with
kidding
it.
me?
Here's Temple, and he converts the layup. Temple's got his second bucket of the night.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Go Zubac.
Screen by Zubac. MP passes to
All the
Zubac.
way.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the
Hello?
ball into the paint.
Graham surveying the floor.
Oh, yikes.
Drives to the hoop and finished off by
Yeah,
Graham.
good, you got me.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. MP passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with
Whoa,
the
whoa,
lead
what are
they're
we doing
enjoying,
here?
I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on
Whoa.
that one. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. MP against Graham.
Oh, let's
MP.
go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Graham
What?
against MP.
Almost got the 8-second backcourt.
Now here's Graham.
Oh, he
Guarded
got
close.
me. Unbelievable.
No good with the layup.
Hit that.
There is the value of great rim protection without
Mid-range.
forcing the
Let's go.
miss.
Money.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic.
Yikes.
They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Here's Temple.
Oh, I
again.
didn't block out.
And the rejection by Zubats.
That's
And so it's Los Angeles.
11-point lead early.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
In the game.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
The stars of the team, Leonard and George, are the forwards. MP is out there with Jackson, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks put together a nice evening. He had 13 points and drained a few from downtown.
Oh, look, it's Ibaka.
That performance is what we've come to expect
Off the
during this great
way.
run of his.
Go.
We'll see if he can continue to stay
this.
high.
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
And I'm sure Coach is hoping for that as well, but every night's different. Who knows, maybe someone
step out
else
of bounds,
will have to
dog.
step up this time.
Floats it up for Williamson.
Take that.
And stolen by MP. On the wing, George. McConnell against MP. Inside.
No.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the shot goes down. Ibaka's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Got 5
Very solid, both ends of the floor.
5
That time,
assists.
Ibaka, efficient inside.
Zion, I don't think you've done anything.
Williamson against George. Williamson is screen on Jackson. Alexander Walker.
What?
That one doesn't drop. Clippers leading by 13. From 11 feet away, Valanciunas
Okay,
grabs
I
the
rushed
board.
that one for
Second
sure.
quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Williamson finds McConnell.
Oh no.
Now here's Valanciunas.
Oh, what in the world?
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
He usually shoots a
Stein, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
I'm furious.
Clippers with the ball. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big
my
stops
God.
to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Whoa.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try
Clearly,
and
I'm
match
not used
that
to
energy.
his shot release.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
This is the
Defensive
power of the
breakdown.
claw
Wow.
in action.
Makes no sense.
Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
To the inside.
Oh.
And stolen by McConnell. It's Ingram on the wing. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
George with the screen on McConnell. MP passes to George. Over McConnell.
I
Nice
actually
shot
made it,
by
so.
George. And the Clippers lead by 8.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%.
Why would
And
I
he seems to be
take
getting
that
better
shot?
with age.
Where in
He's
the
a good
world?
shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Pelicans trail by 7. The pass to Valanciunas. Ingram against Leonard. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. Back to Valanciunas. 4 on the shot.
Oh, his defense.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. MP passes to George. On the wing, MP. He's covered by
Are you
McConnell
kidding me?
and stolen by McConnell. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Williamson, and he comes up with the deuce. Williamson's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard, the pass to Hartenstein. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the
I was like,
Clippers
what is
keep
happening
possession.
here?
Nicholas Batum, he's checked
Wow,
in for
I'm
the
still
Clippers.
not subbed out.
Bledsoe comes in for Reggie Jackson. New Orleans also making some changes. Jackson Hayes comes in for Williamson.
Hit that,
And
Bledsoe.
Devontae Graham subbed in for T.J.
yikes.
McConnell. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 12-4 run right now. In the corner, it's Valanciunas.
Like how Team Takeover, I
He feeds
lost
it to
the
Graham.
lead.
And that one is good.
Well, not
Graham's
lost
got
it.
5 points
Just
so far.
No issues.
made
on
the
that
lead
one.
less
Work
than what
all
it
around.
was.
Here's the screen to the paint.
Hartenstein.
Here's Hartenstein. Good.
How come we get these looks before?
MP's got his 7th assist in the game. And so Graham will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
Bledsoe finds MP, and they double up MP. Here's Hartenstein, covered by Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. Batum
Go.
passes to Bledsoe.
Damn,
No good from
Bledsoe.
outside. Pelicans trail by 5. Feeds it to Valanciunas.
Einstein. Let's
That's
go.
blocked, and he recovers it. Passes it to Ingram. Another shot.
That wasn't a steal.
They get
He
it
got
back.
his own lead.
Well, it was only a matter of
What are
time,
we
but they
doing,
finally get the
guys?
bucket. Ingram's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Bledsoe outside. Down low. Here's MP. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker.
No,
To the middle. Here's Graham. Drops in the layup.
I should have been blocked.
Graham's got 4 this quarter.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
On the wing, MP. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
That was a
And 12
3.
points for MP.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Eating up. 12 points here
Hayes
early.
dishes to Ingram. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. MP outside.
Oh, yikes.
And they double up MP. Here's Hartenstein.
Hartenstein,
And it's
you
Ingram
are
with the rebound.
terrible.
And he's going to have a hard time
Terrible.
shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
Here's Alexander Walker.
Oh,
And he hits it to
my.
tie the game up. Alexander
Unbelievable.
Walker's got 9.
Valanciunas is a very solid passer at his position. Knows how to
Unbelievable. The fact that this game is tied is insane. Insane. And I had team takeover. Granted, I didn't use it correctly because I was trying to stat pad
MP in
myself.
this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
You know, I don't
And
think
I'm
he'll
still
top
tired.
the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very
Right.
unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Alexander Walker and Ingram share wing duty. And it's McConnell in at the 1. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron.
Thank you very much, Jackson, for hitting that.
It's a different game.
Because unlike Hartenstein,
point guard right
misses
there.
the wide open
Reggie
dunk.
converting against very tight defense.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Jackson.
Wonder how short of a third I'll get.
Here's Alexander Walker.
Let's
9
go.
points in the game so far, and it's sent back by George. And a wide open look for MP. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
7 for
Playing
7.
at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Alexander Walker passes to Williamson. Over George.
Wow.
That's short off the rim. And stolen by Williamson. No good there. And the Clippers will come the other way. 13 points.
Oh
And
my God,
again
I'm
for 3.
And
unstoppable.
with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
You know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season.
Shooting for the Orleans. TJ McConnell. 2 shots.
A good chance to come close to it the way he's been
Oh
shooting.
my God, he actually
And the
missed
Clippers
both.
making a change here. Zubats is checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for New Orleans. Temple comes in for Alexander Walker. Leonard looking over the floor. And MP
Can't miss.
gives it to go on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got his 6th assist on the night. And so it's McConnell with it.
I need
He'll
a
bring it up with the
timeout
New Orleans
here.
Pelicans.
Oh, 23 points. I'm still in the game. Coach said, nah, no rest for you.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
Walking foul called on.
I can't believe that weak ass Joe moved on me.
Second team foul.
Oh, we're not doing this again, right?
Man's checked in for MP. And a change.
Finally get my first rest. Still up by 13.
52-54.
50 seconds left in the third. And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
Wow,
Pelicans with the
Bledsoe.
rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Go.
Leonard with the steal. A shot by Bledsoe. Nobody
Let's go.
around. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number
hit
8
this
now
again.
on the night. Ingram passes to Valanciunas.
No
A fader.
way.
The rebound by Ibaka.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in.
Oh,
Tough
hello?
luck.
McConnell against MP. Taken away by Hayes.
That third turnover.
3-pointer, Graham. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles
Lord.
Clippers. Hit.
All 3 of my turnovers have been on team takeover. Why am I so trash?
And we'll be right back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Bledsoe. Kawhi Leonard is out there
Nice
with the
and
body.
easy.
Then it's MP. And it's
One more
Hartenstein into the
assist, and
center.
then I'll stop
That's
that
who's out
betting.
there for the Clippers.
We'll just keep
Pushing
scoring.
the
Keep
action,
it
getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his
I
creativity.
didn't know I
That's
switched.
making this engine run. A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
MP kicks to Leonard. And again,
Unbelievable.
it's the Clippers from deep.
And D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have
But you
been
don't
from
need
beyond.
us in the game. It's a 19-point lead here.
Ingram outside.
So we weak ass screen.
Shot clock at 6.
Oh, he got me.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Great competitive play from Ingram tonight, and his teammates are sharing in his excitement.
Ibaka sets the pick for Bledsoe. Driving in, takes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 19.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Oh, yikes. Nope.
McConnell against MP. That's tipped.
Thank you very much, Einstein.
Bledsoe looking around.
Oh my
Good,
God,
and the
wait.
assist goes to MP. Bledsoe's got 9 points now in just the second half. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
They set the pick. MP passes to
Oh
Hartenstein.
my God.
McConnell with it, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Hayes, no good.
And that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really
Thank you very much.
difficult to get the timing right on those long ones. Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed.
10
The
for 10.
defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Graham with the bounce pass. Valanciunas
Defense.
inside.
Where have you seen defense like this?
Pass to McConnell. Valanciunas with a screen on MP. From 13, Serge Ibaka pulls it
He
in.
made that.
Very
Furious.
surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
They set the screen. MP passes to Hartenstein. Up and in on the
Hartenstein
way.
actually made it.
Hartenstein's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution.
Oh
They
my
just continue
God.
to increase this lead.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Hartenstein. Paul George comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Jackson in for
like
Eric
me out
Bledsoe.
here.
And then for New Orleans, Williamson comes in for Jackson Hayes. And Nikhil Alexander
All right,
Walker
Zubac, you got
for
that.
TJ
You got
McConnell.
that.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as
Alexander.
Ingram outside. Williamson outside.
Trying to be on Graham.
Williamson with a screen for Graham. Over George. Here's Williamson. And good work on
Williamson
the
really
boards.
just
They pick up the second chance points.
Took that rebound from me.
Great position by Zion. It's what allows him to get
Oh,
offensive
what?
rebounds.
Thought you were gonna pass it to me.
George finds
Made a
Leonard.
cut to the basket. And one.
And
Nope.
contact on the
Brandon Ingram. That's his first personal foul.
Alright. Oh, I'm sitting. Finally. Why would you put me back in, coach? I don't want to play the last 2 minutes.
That basket is calling.
We're up by almost 30. Batum hit that. Just
on
kidding.
the wing, Batum. Covered by Williamson. Batum passes to MP. And here is Ibaka.
I'm tired already just from that jab step.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Shot clock at 5. To the paint.
Oh, just
Outside
kidding.
for Batum.
Oh,
There's 3
Batum, that
corners
would've
off
been
the mark.
cool as
New
hell.
Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Graham against MP. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That
Unnecessary.
is his. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $2 million
Another
in a
assist.
player,
I'll take it.
I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
It's stolen by
Thank you very
Ibaka.
much.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout,
Why?
a dominating performance for the Clippers.
As
Would you pass it back?
Facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And they'll get another chance. Kicks it to Ibaka.
I was open. You guys are terrible. Hit me, please.
There's the screen.
Oh,
Goes back up. Pelicans pull it in.
2 straight shots we clanked off the front of the rim. Just saying.
Now Graham. Jones dishes to Hayes. Graham with the ball. Over Batum. No good.
Go.
So it's Los Angeles.
25 points, 3 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal, A+ teammate grade. We finished the game shooting 100% from the field.